Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I am so excited to be here with Tabitha Brady. She agreed to do an interview, and I was thinking about on the way up here. These folks agree to do this, and you correct me if I'm wrong, but because they know that it helped them and they want to help somebody else. Because there's somebody out there today that's gonna hear this, and they're gonna think, maybe I should try that. I've tried everything else, and the yo-yo, all that. Hey, Melanie. And so if you're out there and you're listening to this, then call me. Let's get on the phone because we can talk about it and see if it's a fit for you, because it's got to be a fit, right?
Yes.
Tabitha?
Yes.
So talk about what you had tried before and what worked and what didn't work, and kind of why you've even, just what kind of progress you've made and what's different about you now.
Before, I've always struggled with my weight all through my life. And before, especially after having 3 kids, I tried different things, tried Weight Watchers, Trim Healthy Mama, just different things. And it was just more, it didn't fit my lifestyle, didn't fit my family's lifestyle. And then as I just really got to a place I had no energy, I just would go home at the end of the day. I'm a teacher, and at the end of the day I would go home and just want to sleep, and that's not a healthy thing for me or for my family. So for months I saw things on Facebook about what Miss Nancy's doing, and I was like, well, I might try that, and I might try that later, but I would never get to the place. And finally, just one day, I was so tired of being tired, and I just happened to see somebody's testimony about what Miss Nancy's program had done for them, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to call. I'm going to call, find out what it's all about. I met with Miss Nancy and started, and since June of last year, I have lost 45 pounds.
Gosh!
But even better than that is my energy that I feel. I joke around with my husband all the time. Since March, when we had to get out of school because of COVID and everything, I've become his farm flunky. I've been working on the farm since then.
Yeah.
And I never would have been able to do that.
You wouldn't have done that.
I would not have been able to do this.
Yeah.
If
Gotcha.
it had happened in 2019, I never would have been able to do that.
Right.
But I can get out there and I can prime pivots, I can lift things, and I never would have been able to do that before. So just the energy that comes with it, and I have stuck with this the longest that I have ever stuck with anything. I mean, usually I can stick with it for about a month, 2 months, and then life gets stressful and I fall off of it. But my family just went through a very stressful time just a few weeks ago, and I was so proud of myself. During all of that, I didn't fall off the bandwagon.
There you go.
I kept on, and I did what I was supposed to do, and all through that I lost weight instead of gaining weight back through the stress and everything. And I was just proud of myself for being able to stay on that. And it was the encouragement through the app. It was just knowing that I still have, no matter what's going on, I still have to be accountable to other people.
Right.
So it was just amazing to me to have that accountability. And I love that the challenges are shorter.
Yeah.
So it's like a jump start every time. It's like every time a new challenge comes up, I'm starting a new program, so to speak. So instead of me just being stuck on the same path all the time, it's like it's a new challenge. It's a new time. So even if I have a bad day, it's not a bad life.
Right.
So it's one bad day
or a bad month.
Or a bad month. It's just that one bad day, get over it, move on, and we'll do better the next time. And even from one meal to the next, it's okay, this meal I might not have been able to make the best choices, but the next meal I will. Or let's skip a couple of meals and let's fast and get back on track.
So I'm sure you would say, like all my clients, it's not a diet for you. It's a way of living.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
And now, have your family, have you made it? Do you cook separate meals for them, or what?
They pretty well eat what I'll eat, because that's one thing I like about the flexibility with the program. I mean, it's food that anybody can eat. So
meat and vegetables.
Yeah, meat and vegetables.
I mean, that's not hard.
Yeah, so even my kids, I've got an 8-year-old, 7-year-old, and 5-year-old, they eat what I eat.
Yeah. So it's not pizzas, it's not all that stuff that before y'all probably were doing, because it's quick and easy when you're working and all that. But now, do you food prep? You do prep, or you?
I do. Or if it's where we have to go out to eat, I know there's certain restaurants where I can go that I can get their salad, or I can get something that is still within the program and everything. So we know that there's certain places that we go, and my kids know it, and they're like, okay, we're not going to ask to go to McDonald's because we don't eat food at McDonald's.
Right, there you go.
Wherever.
Yeah. Okay. So I heard you say was you can do it. And what do you think is the main reason why you can keep doing it and you hadn't gotten tired of it or all that?
I think there's a lot of variety in it. There's a lot of variety in the foods that you can eat, and it's not special ingredients. I mean, you can do the program without buying. I mean, there is a lot of stuff that you can get that are special ingredients and everything, but you don't have to.
Right.
And then, like I said, with the challenges starting over, it's not the same old, same old.
Yeah.
It's okay, it's time for a new challenge, so let's go through. And I love a competition, so like the little competition of, oh, let me see where I'm at in my points today.
Yeah.
So those kind of things just kind of keeps me motivated and keeps me going. And
right. Good. Okay, well, I think we've covered it. So here's what I want you to know. I am starting a new challenge, and it's going to be in the next couple of weeks, but you have to talk to me first. I'm going to be offering, and I'm working on that now. I had a little technical difficulty with my webcam and all that, but I'm going to be offering a webinar where you're going to learn a lot of information, and at the end of that webinar, of course, I'm going to offer you a spot, but I'm only doing 40 spots this time. I've actually already got about 12, maybe 13 people for those slots. So if you think you're interested, then I need to talk to you, because it has to be a fit. I mean, you have to be ready.
Yes.
I mean, you have to commit to, you have to do some cooking. I do tell people you can eat out the whole time, but honestly, you're not going to want to, because you're going to want to eat quality food. I mean, I picked up a couple of Zaxby salads the other night, but that was $20 or actually a little more, and it's not the quality of food that you're going to want to get to nourish your body. I mean, you're not going to put cheap gas in your car, so you don't want to put cheap gas in your body, right? Well, Tabitha, thank you so much for joining me, and if you'll message me, we can jump on the phone and talk. If you're in my challenge and you've been in my challenge, share this video, or even if you're not, share this video on your timeline, and there's somebody out there that wants to get healthy, needs to get healthy, and just kind of is at the place that Tabitha was, the place that I was. I was so tired of dieting. Every Monday was a new diet, the egg diet, the soup diet, and by Thursday you're hangry.
yes,
It's like, I can't stick with this.
Yes.
And so, and it, after a while, it doesn't take the weight off anyway. You might lose a pound or two. But when you get into the fat adaptive mode and start teaching your body learns how to burn fat, then you can really shred some fat. So that's what we're doing. And so one bonus that we're doing now in the challenge, we've got this Google document. Have you accessed that document with all the recipes?
Yes.
Okay, so the challengers are actually posting recipes, so you'll get access to that, because people say, what do I cook? I don't know what to cook. I'm like, there are tons of recipes, so that's never an excuse. Hey, Christy, I see you, girl. I just sent you a video that you asked me for. So what Christy was asking is, what is that thing I say about focus? What you focus on grows, and where your focus goes, your energy flows. And what Tabitha is focusing on is her health and her family and having her energy. So let me hear from you. We'll talk soon.